one very big piece of old wood, the type I like to call fogwood. It's found on the ground. Good friend of mine lives out sort of in the country, I guess, for lack of a better term. And he knows that I love to do carving, and he knows I love very interesting pieces of wood like this. He was out cutting out in the back field somewhere, and he saw this on the ground. He had to stop and go get it just for me. And I'm glad he did. So we're going to go ahead and carve a face on this thing. We're going to figure it out together, see what we come up with. Let's get started. So the first thing that I think we need to do is figure out how we want this to be. I do know that this is going to be the bottom, and it feels like it wants to have the hair going this way, so I'm not going to go against that grain. My question for me is, do I want his face on this side so the wind is blowing into his face and his hair is blowing this way, or do I want to have his face down in here with the wind coming in behind him and blowing the hair around his face, meaning that his face would have to come down into here? And this is where I would love to have his face. I'd really like that look of it coming this way. The problem is this is pretty beat up in here, and it's kind of a little rotted in there. So I'm very much worried that I would end up being back here somewhere by the time I got done carving away to get to some good wood. So it almost means that no matter how I look at this, I'm going to have the face over here, because this is all good solid wood on this side, and this back here is not. So this can all be his hair coming here. This will be his beard down along here. And then we'll just have to, I'm going to go ahead and draw on his face, and we'll see what we come up with. One thing I'm realizing, I'm trying to draw on here, I don't really have a good enough Sharpie that's going to work on this. I tried to draw the eyes and the nose, but I think I'm just going to go in and start doing it, and we'll see how it turns out. Tell you what, that makes one heck of a mess. But I'm starting to get this in here. I have his nose kind of the basic shape of what I like. I want to round this over a little bit more. And then I need to get more up here for where his eyes are going to go. And then his cheekbone and that kind of stuff coming around here. And then he's going to have this whole head of hair that swoops down around. These will be his mustache and his beard coming down around here. So hopefully you're starting to see that. Let me go ahead and get started on the eyes. So I did a little bit more in the eyes here off camera. So I'm kind of liking where he's going already. I'm going to go ahead and get this part kind of smoothed out with this heavier duty bit. And then I'll go in and start doing all the detail stuff on this guy. All right, so I'm going to give this bit a try and see how it goes. I think the problem with this is this wood is so soft, and I'm trying to be very careful with the bits I choose because I'm going to dig right into this stuff and it's going to take it all out pretty quickly. So I have to just be super careful. So his nose is pretty nice and smooth. I kind of like the detailing on this. Got a little bit of a bump on the end there. I kind of like that. Um, I have the lidded eyes going on here. I've got to get in here and get the eyeballs done. I'm still trying to figure that out. Got the cheek. So as we can see, we're starting to get somewhere with this big guy. Um, I'm hoping he turns out okay. I'm really surprised at how cool this is starting to look. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but I think it's looking really nice. So here he is so far. I think we did I think we did okay today. There's his face. You can already see where his mouth and the beard and all that good stuff is going to go, and the mustache. Get a little more detail up in there. Do some more work on the top of the lids. We're going to put some lines in up across here. Get those in there. Um, I think I'm super happy with this one. Good deal. All right, let's continue. See what happens next. All right, so now I'm going to take this bit off here. I'm going to put a finer tip bit on, and we're going to go ahead and do some of the creases up here above the eyebrows, and some more down here. Make some more definition in the eyes as well. Get some frown lines and what have you going on through here. So let's see what we can do. Very happy with the detailing in there. Starting to look really good. All right, so I'm going to take a little more off up here so I can get a brow, forehead up here. And then I want to smooth this down just a little bit right in here so that I can start putting in the beard hairs. I'm liking this a lot. Cool. All right, eyebrows, forehead. The mustache is a little bit more smoothed down, so I'll have to get a little bit more in here and start cleaning this up and smoothing it out. Then I could start putting some of the mustache hairs in here. The beard will sweep around. I'm liking him a lot. He's going to be a great little wall hanging. Just great. So right here I've gone and thrown on a little wire wheel attachment, mostly to clean up a lot of the spots that my wire brush at the beginning that I used didn't get cleaned out, and I want to make sure all the dirt and debris and any loose particles have been completely removed from the piece. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. All right, so next I want to go ahead and I want to put in the lower portion of the mustache and get a little bit of an indication of a mouth right in here for this guy. After that, I'll put in some of the lines to continue so that it continues to look like this, the bottom of the beard and the mustache as well. And then I'll put in some frown lines up on top, add a little bit of bushiness to this, bring this around so it looks more like hair up here. So it's not just so cut right off and cut and straight like that. And then do some smoothing and blending so that it looks more natural as a carved piece can be. So give it a shot, see where we go. You're going to notice here that as I'm cutting in the mouth, I'm moving around to different parts because I need to blend things together. As I start adding more features, that I notice there's an area that might be a little too high and needs to be blended down, something that might be a little bit too shallow that needs to be a little deeper. So you'll see me kind of bouncing around, going from one spot to another, trying to make sure things are as smooth and fit together as best as possible. Okay, I'm going to attempt to put the eyes in right now. This is always a scary part for me, but let's see what I can do. right, I believe I'm going to call this one, I'm going to call this done. What I need to do now is put, I'm going to put tongue oil on this because I do want this to be an outside piece, probably to hang on a tree. So there he is in his full bearded glory. And once he's got the tongue oil on there, I will take a full picture so you can see the whole thing. There he is. Cool. All right, here he is with the tongue oil on him. He's darkened up quite a bit. I kind of like the look of the beard. It almost looks like it's burnt. It is not. I like the darkness of the face. I think I like that. It's pretty cool. Now, we just need to wait for this to completely dry, and then I'll buff it out to give it a nice sheen on the face. The beard and what have you down here and the hair, that's not going to buff out. It's going to stay that way, and that's just fine. There'll be a nice contrast between the smoothness of the face, which I sanded down a little, and the roughness and unfinished texture of the skin, or of the hair. So, very good. All right, we'll come back when it's dry. All right, guys, this guy is done. He's a little bit dusty, but that's all right. He's pretty big. It's next to me. There he is in all his glory. He's a pretty big guy. I think we're going to hang him on a tree out back. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe on our back porch. But that's my buddy. He's all done. Made from a piece of found something or other. Don't know what it is, but it carved beautifully, and I think it held the detail real well, and I'm very, very happy with it. So don't ignore a piece of wood that you find on the ground. Those things can be priceless. So just look at this. Go have some fun with one of these guys. Just go take a walk, find a hunk of wood, start carving. Thank you so much, everybody. Subscribe, like, comment, and best of all, go out and carve.